Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back for SpiegelMom Scraps with Wacky Wednesday. And this month, Hannah is creating the challenge for the 15 minutes to scrap with SpiegelMom Scraps Facebook group. And so she challenged us to use the mood board that you saw there in the beginning, as well as to add some texture. So what I'm doing right now is just showing you a bunch of the different papers that I am going to use for this layout. And I am mainly combining Pink Paisley's Moonstruck and C'est La Vie. And then I've also thrown in a couple of other papers as well. And so what I'm doing right now is taking an embossing dauber and adding some ink to the edges of the glassine bag, which is from the SpiegelMom Scrap Store, as well as this 6-inch doily, which is 8-inch doily, which is also from the SpiegelMom Scrap Store. And then I'm just taking this gold glitter embossing powder from Zing and using that to add some detailing. So I've added that to this ripped pattern paper border that I'm going to put at the bottom of the page. And then I also added it to the doily and to the glassine bag. And then I'm taking this pattern paper from Teresa Collins and just cutting out that top corner to make a 4x6 card that's going to slip inside. And so the picture that I am working on today is this picture, and it's just of a chair full of pine cones, which is kind of a random picture, but it's for a really important story to me. So you see there, I decided that gold detail down on the bottom was just too much gold. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on layering up all the pattern papers to put behind my photo. So this photo is, like I said, kind of a random picture. But this chair full of pine cones is outside one of my patients' houses. And so every week when I visit, it kind of makes me remember and reminisce and think about my grandma. And she absolutely loved pine cones. Everywhere we went, she would pick up a new one or two to add to her collection, and she had this huge basket full that were sitting next to her fireplace. And so it was kind of a joke with us, but something that she really enjoyed and really liked. And so I wanted a way to kind of document this, because every week when I go to this patient's house, this chair kind of makes me pause and think about my grandma and just making sure that I'm making a conscious effort to treat my patients like their family and like I would want my grandma to be treated, or like I would treat my grandma. And so that's a story I really wanted to tell, but I didn't necessarily want the story to be visible to anyone flipping through the album. So that's why I have this glassine envelope, and I've put some tags in a file folder from the C'est La Vie collection inside. And inside that file folder is where that story and that journaling is going to be. So what I did was I went ahead and added that little tag also on the paper clip for that glassine bag, and then I've added some die cuts, kind of just creating some layers around my photo. And I am pulling elements from both Moonstruck and C'est La Vie, so as you see me pulling things, I'm kind of opening packages and pulling things from both of those collections. And they both worked really well together, as well as with this mood board. So this mood board had a lot of the browns and turquoise, a little bit of yellow, white, gray, those types of more neutral colors. And so that worked perfectly with what I wanted to create on this layout. And then adding that gold embossing powder really added that extra texture that I was looking for. And then I've also added in some wood veneer pieces to pull in a little bit more of the brown and to also create some additional dimension. So there you see I'm just adding some more of those little embellishments. These are some felty hearts from the SpiegelMom Scrap Store, and I'm going to put one underneath my title, which is this chair. And then I also have one up at the top. And then I've scattered some sequins from 3 different collections. Mint Chip sequins is where the gunmetal ones came from. And then the yellow came from Hot Right Now, and the brown came from Autumn Joy. And that's pretty much going to do it for this layout. So a little bit different picture, but a really fun design, combining 2 different collections from the same manufacturer, and then also working with that mood board and adding some texture. I hope you like what you saw, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!